I want that beekeeper ass. Hi there, my name is Matt Cole.
And I'm Brian Garrity.
And we are the producers of the Sexperts podcast, and we have a returning champion, and I don't have the count on this, but welcome back to the show, Matt Holman.
Hey everyone, how we doing out there?
This isn't live, Matt.
Hey, go ahead and tweet at me with hashtag I'm a big fan of Matt Holman on the Sexperts, period, comma, exclamation point.
Do it. What is the number? What number show is this for you, for the Sexperts?
5, I think.
Oh, shit.
One of them, I was part of a group.
That counts.
But I think it's 5, yeah.
And I know for a fact some people's favorite episodes are yours.
Really?
Including me. My favorite episode was You Know the Snake, which you were on.
That was the one I was barely in. Thank you. That makes me feel very good.
No, it should. All right, we'll talk about what are you up to these days. I know you have a lot of stuff going on.
Well, yeah, I've got some stuff going on. I've been working. I am a trainer, and I've been training people, educating them in the ways of life and
that is
work.
Awesome. That is something that we share in common.
Yes.
Which Brian does not. You want to?
However, if I did what you do to your trainees, I'd get fired.
Good point. How about you, Brian?
I train.
Do you? What do you train?
I train people how to do things on the computer sometimes.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's a part of my job.
I would imagine you're not very good at it. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I struggle in that area of my job. And a lot of times there's like people doing things wrong, and they trace back the source of the problem, and they're like, oh, did Garrity train them?
Is that true?
And they're like, why do we let Garrity keep training them? And we were like, well, we asked who wants to do the training, and Garrity raised his hand. And you didn't say not to.
Damn.
Let him, so we did.
Wow.
And then the big boss is like, that's the last fucking time Garrity ever trains a goddamn soul in this fucking place.
And then 3 weeks later.
No, then I stand up. I'm like, I can hear you. And maybe if someone had trained me, I would have been in a better position to train people. And I'm sorry if we have a company full of people that don't know how to use Outlook, okay? I showed them how to use it the way I use it. Yeah. And maybe if what I'm doing with Outlook's wrong, then I don't want to be doing Outlook right.
This is a great interview already.
I think your mentality regarding training might be the issue.
No, here's the thing about training. I say, fuck you, do it my way.
God.
Yes, that's the problem.
That's not a problem.
The problem is
you have an hour to train these people how to use all of Outlook. There's 5 or 6 different menus. Listen.
The first rule of Outlook is listen first. Listen.
We ain't got time to debate how to do things. We got 6 menus and only an hour to get through all of them.
Is this how you start off the class? You stand up in front. Listen.
We got 6 menus and only an hour to get through them. That's 10 minutes per menu. If I listen to everybody's opinion on which way to save things, I won't get out of here on time to get to lunch. And I got...
You also traded that accent?
Yeah, and I got a reservation at Mellow Mushroom, so I'm getting out of here on time.
See, at the root of this problem is Brian takes all of his training advice from the movie Training Day, starring Denzel Washington.
Yes.
So, does your
it's a great Denzel impression too.
We always end every training session the same way he did in Training Day. We sing, we get by with a little help from our friends. I mean, lean on me. We sing lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend.
See, he's a huge fan. Does that ever happen to you in training?
Singing lean on me?
Yeah. No, does it ever get back to you? It's like, oh, great, Matt Holman trained him. I bet you're a good trainer.
I think I'm a good trainer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get
agree.
that too much.
No, not too much.
They only send the best trainers to El Paso.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, I traveled to El Paso. I've been to Maitland, Florida.
Maitland?
It's right outside Orlando.
Oh, okay.
I've been all to those 2 states. And so, yeah.
Well, congratulations on the job. Talk about comedy. What are you doing in comedy?
Comedy. I am ankle deep in some music improv. That's kind of mainly what I do.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, I go and I perform in, as of right now, 2 shows a month.
Nice.
True Life the Musical, which is always on the second Thursday.
That's not tonight.
No, that's not tonight.
What's tonight?
Tonight is Fake News the Musical.
And you're in that, right?
I am in that, yes.
Awesome.
Where we go and we make up a musical off of today's hottest headlines. We are single-handedly keeping the newspaper industry open because we are the only people that buy newspapers. Oh, can I tell a quick story?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what it's for.
So, like,
Brian just rolled his eyes. Oh, by the way,
Brian, listen. We only have
Listen
5
first.
minutes for me to tell this story.
go for
You
it.
got a reservation?
So like 2 months ago, I was in charge of picking up the newspapers
Yeah, you were.
for Fake News the Musical, and I went to 7-Eleven to grab newspapers, and I just grabbed 3 newspapers that I saw.
I like how they get them all on the same day.
One was the Virginian Pilot, one was the Daily Press, and the other was the Wall Street Journal.
Oh.
And then I got the papers there, and I started
just call it
spreading
the
them out.
Journal.
And the Wall Street Journal one was like covered in like gunk, and I looked, and it was dust, and the paper was 4 months old.
And you paid full price?
I paid full price, yeah. It was 4 months old. And it's like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, well, this is what we got. The death of print media, am I right?
God damn. Yeah, I like the fake news show. I always feel for you guys because we do it in improv, like when I'm doing a short form show and somebody shouts out something like political, like, hey, beat Trump. It's like, I don't want to see Trump, you know? And a lot of people are like, oh, let me cut out the Trump article. And you guys are like, crumple, crumple. Next.
Yeah, there's a lot of articles about Trump and pedophiles.
Yeah, and it's
People
like,
always think like it's like, you know, I'm gonna find like the one article in here about a pedophile, then they're gonna have to do something. I'm like, no, I just pick it up. I just don't pick it up, or I pick it up, read it, get a laugh, and then throw it away and don't use it.
So what do you do with the ones that you do use? I haven't seen this show.
Oh, okay,
yet.
so we
It's
go-
too late for me.
We go, and everyone cuts out articles. They tape them on the stage.
Yeah.
Then we basically just go and pick them. And when we see something that sparks something improv related, then we go and we go to the scene of whatever it is. And sometimes it's just like a direct thing right off the article. Sometimes it's a little more abstract. And so,
that's awesome.
And it always ends with a song.
yeah. I need you to try to contain your excitement there. It's a lot like your training session,
Yeah,
actually.
he's testing your training skills, Matt, and you passed with flying colors. You know, and I forget who I was joking with the other day, but it's like these people who shout out these suggestions like Trump and stuff at short form or put up the pedophiles. It's like one day just like, oh, you want to see it? All right, let's see it. Let's do the pedophile scene. All right, let's do it. Here, like, you wanted it. Here we go. Hope you have fun. Are you having fun?
Yeah, we can shame them. That's good.
Shaming audience.
For
is
this
always
next
good.
one, we're going to need a volunteer from the audience, and it's you. If you could just come up here and bend over.
Can you play a little boy? Fuck you. Anyways, yeah, that really grinds my gears.
Yeah.
Anyways.
It does get on my nerves.
And those are well-oiled gears. Very hard to grind.
Can we talk about Robert Mueller, by the way?
If we want to.
I want to talk like him in the hearing. Like he was saying, like accurate, generally accurate.
You're doing it
It's
wrong.
True.
You're doing it into the mic.
Yeah.
He was like 5 feet away from the mic.
Accurate, generally accurate.
Can you repeat that?
Can you repeat that?
I'm saying like more like a man. Can you repeat that? Can you repeat that?
I saw someone that said like basically like the subtext of what he was saying in the hearing was just per my last email.
Yeah.
Like it was like that level of like
He's one of those guys that like he walks up to you and you're thinking, oh, he's coming to kick my ass, and then he talks out loud. He says something out loud. He's like, oh, he's gonna buy me an ice cream cone.
Hey Bob, how's it going? You had a good day? Generally accurate.
I just love how you think the idea of kicking someone's ass and buying them an ice cream cone are like mutually exclusive. You could do both those things.
Damn. Should put that on a shirt.
This isn't about your sex life.
What else are you doing in comedy?
Uh,
So you got 2 shows, the Push Comedy Theater,
Yeah.
musicals.
Yep. I also perform on Literal Vampire, one of the Herald teams.
And that's the 3rd Thursday of every
Third
month
Thursday, yep.
at 7 p.m. That's actually a hit. The Push Comedy Theater moved that show from when it used to be.
It used to be the
Friday
last
at 8?
Friday, right before
Friday at
short
10.
form.
Oh,
Friday
yeah,
at 8.
right, yeah.
No, Friday at 10, short form at 8.
That's
what
right.
It was.
Yeah. And it didn't do so hot. But now, like, the show is, like, really picking up steam. A lot of the groups
think
are
so.
really, really fucking funny.
The nice
But
thing,
that's not just the night switch. That's the cast switch as well.
Yeah.
I also think it helps that you're consistently always going to have 20 people. Because we have all 3 teams.
That's what I meant by
Yeah.
cast switch.
Yeah. But it's fun. It starts at 7, and we get out of there, even with notes, which I think is good.
And then we usually do karaoke at Barrel Room afterwards.
It's a fun night. And then I'm not sure if they're switching up the teams soon.
I think they're supposed to. Like we're kind of
It's kind of sad.
we've like I feel like literal vampire.
It's run its course.
Pretty much. Like
You hear that, literal vampire?
yeah, I'm finally saying it. You hear me?
Not my team. We'd want to stick together.
Your team has not run its course. No, I feel like we've already like peaked. Like we've hit the mountaintop. We've gotten there. Now it's we got to end while we're on top, just like the show Fleabag.
Oh, which we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Which went out with a look, a devastating look, and it was like, okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go jerk off now. Bye bye.
Is that what the character said, or is that what you said?
Can you take me higher
Is that what plays when you jerk off?
to a place where blind men see? Oh, you go blind if you masturbate.
I actually read once that Jesus, one of his miracles was he took semen, rubbed it in a blind man's eyes. Good to go.
Generally accurate.
That blind man got an infection.
Accurate. Read my report. Anyways, I don't know why I'm stuck in this. What else? Is
There's
your Herald
something
night?
going on tonight.
Oh,
yes.
Jesus. We haven't even talked about this at all.
We haven't talked about this at all, no.
All right, let's break you can cut the sexual and physical tension with a butter knife.
Oh, yeah.
A dull one, too.
Yeah, we are all just like...
We brought you over this afternoon to suck out all of your creative juices.
Exactly.
So you've got nothing left.
Straight from the tap.
Tonight,
bad.
I will be competing as a member of Mascot against Yas Queen.
That's a great name and a great matchup.
I don't know
Let's
if I go that
forget
far.
the other team, whatever.
Yeah, there's another team as well, but really, for those of you out
Apparently
there
they almost
listening,
weren't another team.
Yeah, the team that almost wasn't. Wait, what place did they get in the 3-on-3?
I think it was like third, fourth.
Third or fourth.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Well, Yas Queen got second.
I'm sorry, were you just choking on the microphone there?
Yeah, just choking on the tap. But we won last. We're talking about your team or my team? My team. So Yas Queen won last
I'm
month.
the guest. I think we're talking about my team.
I like how I'm sitting right here and it's his team, not our team.
Yeah.
I forget that Brian's on it sometimes.
And also the best thing is it's named after Yasmin, so I don't think it's either one of your teams.
Wait, where was she?
People think that. It's actually named after Cole.
Talk about the name of your. That's a good transition. Talking about the name of your team.
Yeah, so Mascot is myself and my good friend Scott Rose. This is my longest running improv team obligation because this formed back on December 31st, 2016, and we have
Jesus.
at the night of the first pushies is when we
They've been
decided
rehearsing
to do this.
weekly since.
This better be a fucking good show.
We've been rehearsing nonstop for 3 years.
Great.
We have not been rehearsing nonstop for 3 years. Don't get too excited.
What kind of form are you doing?
Why would I tell you that? That's going to give you a leg up.
This is an
For the
interview.
audience.
So we're
It's
doing
for the
this.
audience.
We're doing this thing where Scott's going to come in dressed as an Egyptian pharaoh, and I'm going to
Jesus.
carry him to the front of the stage, cradled in my arms. Yeah,
You know,
I
you're-
got this idea from somewhere.
You're
It just-
joking, but like that would actually win you the thing, especially if they introduce us first. No, they're introducing us last. So.
I'm gonna be dressed like a basketball player.
Oh.
Yes, because Team almost wasn't dressed as like their
Oh,
basketball player.
I see.
No,
Oh, fuck
yeah,
off.
yeah,
What is
no.
what is your thing? Can you give us a hint?
Well, yeah, we're not really doing a form.
Okay.
So we'll
you're just doing improv. You're getting a
Yeah.
word and you're doing scenes.
Yeah, we figure the quality of our improv will speak for itself.
Sometimes that's a dangerous thing.
What's your guys' form?
Same.
You got us. Well, yeah, I always love improv again, especially some good matchups like this. I think it's going to be a good night.
Yeah, I think the real winner tonight is going to be the audience. Jordan Romero, if you're out there, that's for you.
Jordan Mara, if you listen to this bullshit, thanks.
I'm sorry you couldn't find better things to do in Chicago.
It's a wonderful town. Get out of your house, Jordan. But yeah, Improvageddon is every last Saturday of the month at the Push Comedy Theater at 10 p.m.
Yep.
Tickets are only $5. Sometimes I'm like, Jesus, that's a good steal.
And
You get-
really, a lot of times, if you come to the 8 p.m. show, they'll let you into the tent. So you
Yeah.
can come by fake news at 8 and then
That's
swing
right.
into the tent.
That's not going to happen.
I'm trying to get people to come to fake news. Even though I don't know why, because this is not going to go up in time.
Yeah, well, this episode's going up tonight, so.
Yes, after the shows have ended.
Oh, the episode. Yeah, no, I'm going to put this on.
Oh,
In
the interview.
We
You're
should
right.
look into.
Think about
interview.
this. Think about
sorry.
this. If you're at a 7 o'clock movie
Yeah.
and the movie ends and they're like, great news, everyone. Anyone who saw this movie is welcome to stay for the 9:30 movie.
Well, what's the 9:30 movie? It depends.
No, everyone.
Is it like
wants
is
to
it like
Yeah.
a double feature of Fast 7 and Fast 8?
It could
Is
be.
So I'm in.
It could be, but I'm with Brian's. Like, I don't give a fuck. I'm staying.
Speaking of Fast and Furious, have you guys seen the trailers for Hobbs and Shaw?
No.
Which is The Rock and Jason Statham's Fast and Furious spinoff where they face off against a superpowered Idris Elba?
No. I've seen maybe the teaser where they're in the hall and they like
Yeah.
kick ass.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
it?
No, I think that's a scene from Fate
They're-
of the Furious. Are they? Is that the prison break where they're dressed
I
in prison
forget.
uniform?
No, I thought it was Hobbs and Shaw.
It might
may
be Hobbs and Shaw.
It may be in a teaser, but yeah.
Well, anyway, Hobbs and Shaw. That's
you
all
seen-
what I'm about right now.
Are you a fan of Star Trek? I forget.
Uh,
Fuck. Maybe we'll talk. Is Trip a fan of Star Trek?
I don't know if Trip, if you're listening,
Trip, if you're listening,
tweet
go
at
ahead.
us hashtag. I'm a big fan of Matt Holman on the Sexperts podcast.
Period.
Period.
Colon.
Colon.
I want to talk about the new. You hear about the new Picard show?
I didn't see the trailer for it, but I've heard about it.
The dude's like 80 years old, and they're trying to make him kick ass in space. It's just not gonna work.
Oh, maybe it's gonna be like what was that? What was that? Not Liam Neeson.
Star Wars.
No.
Some old dude kicking ass in space. Are you
Oh,
thinking of Space Cowboys?
no, I'm thinking-
that was a good one.
No, I'm
Yeah.
thinking of the Michael Caine movie where he like he
Oh,
goes on like a
Interstellar?
no
Wait.
no, it's not space related, but it's like it's like a revenge thing where he's like
Oh,
80.
yeah,
and
yeah.
you know like then he
Classic.
Jack, it's like Jack something or Mike something or Joe something. It's a name. It's a
You're
first and
right.
last
You're
name.
right. I can't think of that, but yeah. Same sort of thing. Clint Eastwood. That
And,
guy's wearing
Unforgiven. Did you see? Have you ever seen Unforgiven? Clint
the
Eastwood
Western. Yeah. Yeah, old dudes getting revenge. It's a classic. Like, you know, they're basically as you get older, you become more and more ineffectual. So it's like a revenge fantasy.
I watched
you know?
this movie Badass.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I watched this movie Badass with Danny Trejo. You guys seen it?
No,
It was.
Trejo's getting up there in age too.
I'm watching it a little bit, and it's a really weird movie because like it starts off and he's kind of like a badass, like
Yeah.
he punches people and stuff, but then it goes from like playing that for comedy. Like at one point he shows
Yeah.
up to like a basketball court and he goes and like punches like four like gangsters in the
Oh,
face
no.
and then like shoots like a 3-pointer and nails it. And then like I was watching it and like up to this point it's like a comedic thing that he's
Yeah.
a badass.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden like in the next scene he's like shredding a guy's hand in a trash compactor.
Yeah.
And I was like, what just happened?
Jesus.
Because the whole time they've been playing it for laughs,
Now it's
and
like a
then all of
horror?
a sudden like it was
Okay, so this is devolving into a spoiler podcast.
hey, spoilers for Badass by Danny Trejo, which no one is going to watch.
Did you say badass by Danny Trejo? Like,
my
he
mom
wrote it?
listens. My mom listens to this, and
Oh, I'm
that's
so
right
sorry.
up her alley.
Your mom's a big Danny Trejo fan.
Huge.
She's
Problem child.
she's part of the Trejo fan club called Trejos.
Trace hose. It's only 3 people.
All right.
They got in a big fight with the male Trejo.
What's the male one?
They
called?
had T-shirts, Trey Bros before Trejo.
Oh man, let's start a new podcast called Trey Bros.
Well, we got it right here. Trace Bros.
Trace Bros.
We watch Danny Trejo movies and review them. There we go.
And we never talk about them.
Wait, I kind of want to talk about them.
Yeah, fuck you. All right. Well, thank you for being on the podcast once again. You're always a lovely person and a lovely performer. And we'll see you on stage tonight.
Yeah.
Don't cry when you lose.
I would say the same thing to
Wow,
you.
that's the most smack Cole's ever talked.
I thought I'd try my hand at it. All right. We're on to the episode. Bye bye.
You never do that.